Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're coming in with another Mali storytime video. The last one I uploaded did very well on my YouTube channel, so I thought to make another one. And this is an even crazier story, and it's about my first time doing Mali. This happened in my third year of high school, so almost 3 years ago at this point, which is a very long time. It happened on New Year's of 2020. I did not even plan on doing it. I didn't know anyone that had it at this point, so it was purely coincidental. But we'll get into that later. So it was New Year's, and me and my couple of my friends were planning to go over to my friend Edgar's house and maybe take a couple drinks there and go to the town when it's midnight. But that's not what happened at all. So turns out Edgar couldn't get his house empty because of his grandma. So we went to this place that's kind of a nightclub and a pub at the same time. And we were drinking there, kind of not feeling very well about the whole situation. But so we're drinking there, and I'm getting kind of drunk, getting kind of tipsy, and my phone keeps ringing. And I'm getting really annoyed at this point, and it's some girl. I'm gonna call her Jessica. Now, Jessica is a character that I don't very like. I don't want to be with her. I don't want to do anything with her. She's just annoying at this point. So as we're drinking there, we got kind of drunk, and I got a call from my friend Alex, who was also in my last time doing Mali video actually. We got a call from him, and he told me just come to the park. Now, park is usually a place in my little ass town where shit usually goes down. So that was a good sign. I thought like, oh, they must have weed or something, so we gotta get our asses there ASAP. So we get there, and there's Alex and Alec, and they are very excited right off the bat. They told me that Alec has Molly. Now, Alec is a guy that I knew fairly briefly at this point. I think I met him only like 2 times maybe, and he had these orange pills that were extremely good, but we'll get into that later. They were from Austria as far as he knew, and he sold a few to some people there, and by people I mean illegal immigrants like Arabs that were in my town at that time. Well, they still are, but so he told me he sold a few to these guys, and they seemed very good, in a very good mood. And those guys are actually going to be our future plugs later that year, and are very close friends. So shout out to them. Me and Alex decided to drop in on this Molly. Guys, please don't mix Molly and alcohol. That's very dangerous for you, and it's very bad. If you're gonna do Molly, do it without alcohol. We dropped this Molly, and I'm like, and I never done Molly at this point. I never seen Molly. I was like, yo, this is a really small pill. Like, is this shit even gonna work? Alec was like, just take it, man, just take it. So me and Alex sit down on a bench in the park to take the pill, and we got it in our hands, and it's kind of crumbled up because we split it in half. So it was only half of an ecstasy pill. As we're sitting down, us four, some immigrants come around, and he said like, one cigarette, 15 euro, and he pulled out a knife on us. And his guys just took him away from us. He had 2 friends with him. He was like, they just took him under his arms and grabbed him away from that to not get him into trouble. And at this point, I was drunk, so we just laughed it off. So we took this pill, and I was surprised how shit tasted it was like. It tasted very bad, kind of like chemicals, but even worse. So we took that Molly. It was coming up to the midnight at this point, New Year's. So I went over to my girl. We waited for the countdown, did our thing, and spent a little time walking around the town. And her grandparents were there. So when I was talking with her grandpa, actually, I felt an unusual sense of love kick in as I was talking with him. So I guess that it was Molly kicking in. And shortly after that, she had to go home. So we said goodbye, and I went to meet up with my friends again. Shortly after I met with them, I started really feeling the effects. Like, I started peaking, like, very soon after that. It caught me off guard. Like, it was crazy. It was something I never felt before. Like, the euphoria was unimaginable. This Molly was extremely good. It was maybe the best Molly I ever had, but I don't know if it has something to do with my first time taking it. Does the first time always feel the best? But I'm not sure about that. If you guys know something about it, please let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of curious about other people's experiences with Molly. But I never really took really high doses. I always took like a single pill. Never did too much. But this was only half of a pill, so it was really strong. And Euphoria was amazing. Like no cap, I thought I was gonna bust a nut. I started checking my pants because I thought I had came in my pants. Like I really thought it was gonna come from how good it felt. So and I started moaning around the town like a fucking retard. And I was really off my rockers. We came to the roundabout where we kind of chilled for a second. And as we're sitting there, another friend comes up. We're gonna call him Dan. So I give Dan a really tight hug, man. I could feel the bones cracking his back from how hard I hugged him. So he goes on his jolly way, and as I'm sitting there, Alex and Alec and Edgar are saying like, "Yo, yo," like someone's calling you. And I look over to the car, and there's like a car circling around the roundabout, and every time they come close to us, they yell out of the car. And I'm like, "What the fuck? Who is this?" So as next time I look closer, and it's fucking Jessica again, the bitch that was calling me earlier. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? And I feel like such high anxiety in my stomach. Like, I thought I was gonna have a bad trip for a moment. As soon as she went away, I started feeling really happy again. Because I'm on Molly. You don't give a fuck with Molly. After that, we went to the other part of the town. Now, my town is really small. You can walk to the one part to another in like 20-30 minutes. So we're going over to the gas station to buy something to drink. I remember my friend left his water bottle on the side of the road. We went over there, and through the whole time I was kind of tweaking out. We were both fucking off our rockers. We were really happy. I was telling like, yeah, like, yo, thank you so much for this Molly, man. I really appreciate you. You're such a good friend. Even though I only saw him 2 times prior to this. After that, it felt like we really like bonded and kind of became really good friends after the Molly. I don't know. I guess Molly really makes you closer with people. Well, sometimes. Sometimes it can be really fake. So we got to the gas station. I remember Alex was. He was actually. I don't know what he was doing. He was acting like a dinosaur. He was. He was a retard of Molly, man. I was moaning the whole time, so you can imagine how that shit looked like. When we got to the gas station, we got our drinks, and when we were coming back, that water bottle that Alex left on the side of the road, he just picked it up and started drinking it again, like it was just another day. Like that was really funny. His pupils were like bowling balls too, but mine don't usually do that. Mine stay kind of normal, but they still get kind of bigger. Even on acid, they still kind of stay normal. We kind of chilled around the town, and I really like this new drug that I tried. I knew a lot about Molly before, but I did not expect it to do it this night. So I was really happy about that. I'd say this is a beginning stage of my crackhead. This is the beginning of my crackhead stage, I'd say, because throughout the whole 2020 we were on a rampage. Me, Alex, and Alec, especially me and Alex. So as this Molly was coming, as we were coming down off Molly, we kind of chilled in the park, and it was really fucking cold, like freezing cold outside. And I remember I just didn't want to go home. I just want to chill and talk with them more. And I felt really bad, kind of going home. They got too cold, and they said, "Yo, let's go home." We almost got fucking frostbites. That's how fucking cold it was, and we were poorly dressed too. I mean, they were. I weren't, but so I decided to sleep over at Edgar's house because it was already late and stuff. So we say our goodbyes and we go home. And I slept over at Edgar's house. And I remember waking up tomorrow, and I felt so happy. Like I had the afterglow effects for a day or two actually, and I felt really happy. I remember the walk home from his house was extremely enjoyable. I just felt happy. So yeah, guys, that's my first time doing Molly. Kinda almost got stabbed in the park there. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Comment if you have something to say, and take care.